a look at landing pages to discuss what they do exceptionally well. My name is Michael Egan, and today we're going to take a look at DoorLoop is a property management software targeted for property managers, so people who manage residential properties, and their software is intended to make it easier to streamline that property management process. So let's take a look at what their landing page does well. First and foremost, this hero section does a lot to speak to a SaaS buyer. So for someone who's buying software, especially this type of software that might be a more high touch or a more involved part of your business, you want to really evaluate your options. And this page speaks to those buyers very clearly. First of all, it shows you what the actual experience of using the platform is like. It gives you the product image right there front and center. And then the headline and the subhead here are really value oriented. They call out the savings of what you'll get. So basically that's the time savings. It speaks to the ease, like the product benefit that you are going to be streamlining your processes. So put it on autopilot, make it a breeze. And then it offers a really clear next step to request a demo right there with a clear and kind of unique CTA button color. It also does something that anticipates what a software buyer might do, which is review other software review sites to see how they stack up to competition. And so by listing these software review sites like Trustpilot, Software Advice, and showing off their 5-star reviews, it kind of speaks to that part of your brain that's like, okay, well, now I don't need to do that due diligence. I can see here that they are 5-star reviews, and so people must really like using them. So all in all, very confident hero section above the fold. Also of note is that they have a chatbot in the corner in case you have any specific questions that you want to just dive into. One thing I really like about this chatbot is when you click on it, you can see that it has a really beautiful like gradient. It isn't obtrusive, but it also kind of brings you it addresses common concerns, right? You might go to this page if you are like, well, I want to see, I want to learn more. And so by answering that desire to learn more with a CTA, that choose a time, it's basically funneling the viewer directly into the same place they would otherwise, but it's placing it in a context of helping you solve a problem rather than just general interest. I would really be interested to see how many conversions they get from this chatbot CTA versus the hero CTA. But let's look further on down the page to see what else this page does well. I also love, after answering the reviews question that they might have, they also followed up with this great social proof showing all of the news sites and sort of press that they've received. And then it goes into a section that I think this tagline is just out of control great. If it has a door, you can manage it with DoorLoop. That really speaks to, the need that someone's coming in, and then the segments that out. So, this is for anyone who needs to manage a property. And then let's look at these different types of property management with a unique line of text that explains why this solution is best for those unique use cases. And then again, just an inobtrusive but really easy to see green request a demo CTA, so that someone who maybe they at the top of the page, they weren't sure if this was great for someone managing student housing. You see that it's addressed your unique use case, and then you feel confident taking action. So scrolling on further on down the page, I really like this. Just if you continue to scroll, you can see I really like how the animation comes up here. Oftentimes, landing pages will have information-dense sections that have either a F pattern or a Z pattern layout, which is a way to kind of keep the attention of the eye as you scroll down the page. But by including these animations as you scroll, you're able to keep the eye attentive to the page without a kind of complicated layout. It's really very strong. Something else that's great, same CTA, but this time they've done away with the green button and made it a little bit more of a, by using just a text link instead of green button, it doesn't break up the flow. The CTA button is something that should draw your eye to it, but here, someone who's just interested in getting more information won't have their flow blocked, right? They won't have a distraction from that information process. But if they want to learn more, the demo is right there and easy to access. All right. And so there's a few other things about this page that I think are pretty great. It uses a really good job of using humanized images to bring the service to life. So for example, showing someone very confident next to the support means that, I might be able to interact with someone directly, and you can really see the statistics there that call out how well reviewed and how responsive the support team is. And then checking out further on down the page, this is really cool because this is seasonal, right? Father's Day was just last weekend, but it has a seasonal plugin. I imagine that they update this part of the page pretty frequently with more relevant updates and special offers that speak to that seasonality aspect. That's really cool. And then, towards the bottom of the page, again, reiterating that trust with this carousel of user reviews. So you get the customer's own words, you get to see their picture and where they work. It really brings to life the value that a property manager might be looking for in a feature like this. And then let's look at the bottom of the page. This is a pretty long landing page, but I like how they break it up with lots of different design styles. It's not just one never-ending Z pattern, but instead different sections that speak to different things with enough variation that you pay attention. So obviously they've got the app integrations, which might be a check on a buyer's list. And even further down the page, you get to see an FAQ section, and then that kind of wraps it up. So really cool, really strong design, does a good job of using the space that it takes up without overwhelming the viewer. So there are a few things that I think would be interesting to see in terms of experiments. Like I mentioned, it's really interesting to see, I'd be interested to see which of these CTA buttons tends to get the most clicks and the most engagement. Also, scrolling down a little bit, it might be interesting to vary the copy. They have some really confident copy like this here. If it has a door, you could manage it with this tool. But then they follow it up with manage any real estate property, which is very utilitarian, very straightforward. But I kind of feel like that grayed out, slightly smaller text, it captured my attention a little bit more. It would be interesting to A/B test whether swapping those would be more successful. Other than that, like I said, I think this is a really good landing page that showcases why this software might speak really well to this unique property management SaaS buyer. Well, that's all I have today. I think anyone who works in a SaaS field or is interested in, finding new ways to engage customers with your software could learn a real lesson from DoorLoop here. And if you're interested in learning more lessons yourself about how to design strong landing pages, get more interesting and engaged customers, or just learn more about design and how to build a landing page, please check out Instapage. We have a lot of materials on our website, on our social media, that give you best practices for how to build, design, and optimize your page experiences. And if you're interested in trying it out yourself, we offer a free trial, like DoorLoop, where you can go in and start to explore yourself and learn some of these, learn how to apply some of these best practices that we explore in our Instapage materials. And if you're interested in some of the more advanced features, you can try a demo of Instapage Convert, which has things like our global blocks for updating multiple pages at once. It has our team of experts there to stand by and help you out. But if you're interested in landing pages in general, I think you should try out Instapage. All right, well, that's it for me. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.